Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to take a look at AGL LRUI Goku. I was fortunate enough to get him Rainbow during the Christmas celebration, so what happened was I did pick up some tickets for that banner. I did put all some video on that, and I did pick up a copy of UI Goku on that, and that made him 90%, and then I bought a copy with my red coins to Rainbow him. I've been saying basically since I knew he was going to come on this banner that no matter where he was at, I was going to Rainbow him with red coins because I had enough to do it. So now that we've got our boy fully rainbowed, we can do a full rainbow level 10 link showcase on our guy here. So I'm going to go through the kit really quick just in case some of you need a refresher on it, but most of you should be pretty familiar with what this guy does. So he is a Miraculous Awakening and Reps of U7 leader, T3 HP attack and defense 170. I think it's a fantastic leader skill just because Reps of U7 got such a buff. They are actually so good. And the team build I'm running is literally probably one of my favorite team builds in the whole game. It's a ridiculously good team. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. So his super attack effect causes colossal damage to the enemy, does a high chance of performing a critical hit for one turn. And then if we look at his 18 key super, he does mega colossal damage with a high chance of performing a critical hit for one turn. So he has crit just built right into the super attack effect, right? And then his passive, he gets attack and defense 150. He has a great chance of evading enemies' attack, which is 70%, including super attack. Key +1 up to 5 with each attack evaded, including super attack. He gets an additional defense plus 30% within the same turn after evading an attack. He has a medium chance of just launching an additional super attack. And then if HP is 50% or less at the start of character's attacking turn, or after the character receives an attack 3 or more times in battle, revives with 70% HP recovered when the character or an ally attacking in the same turn is KO'd. So basically he has the revive mechanic. I don't know that I'm going to go for the revive mechanic in the video. We're mainly just going to look at his kit here, but if we get the revive, we get it, but I won't go out of my way to get it there. And then his active skill can be activated when HP is 50% or more, starting from the 4th turn from start of battle, and then it greatly raises attack and greatly raises attack temporarily and then causes ultimate damage to enemies. So it's just a big Kamehameha to their face, basically, right? You can see I went like balls to the wall additional on this guy, 25 additional. The reason why is because when he does additionals, because the way his super attack effect works, he has a high chance of performing a crit, so it's like a 50% chance. So any additional attacks after will add another 50% and it becomes 100%. So the way he works, he's going to be a 50% chance to crit on his first attack, and then every subsequent attack is a guaranteed crit. So that's why you really want to go all in on additionals with this guy. He's going to be auto-critting from his passive anyways. And you can see I gave him a bunch. And there he is, full level 10 Link. So we're going to try him out here. So here's the team build I have, and like I said, I think this is my favorite team build in the game, or one of them. This team is absolutely ridiculous. So basically, you run 2 AGL LR UI Gokus as the leaders, and then you run 1 UI Goku on rotation with the STR one, and you run the other UI Goku on rotation with the Int one. And then basically, you float this UI Goku as support, you float Roshi and Tien as support, and you float LR Master Roshi as support, who I still believe is the best free-to-play LR in the game. He's just free-to-play unit in general in the game. He's absolutely ridiculous. He's really, really good. There are some other units like kind of competing in that range. I know with the Z update, there's a really good Goku that you get that we don't have yet on Global, so I hear him kind of talk within that same breath. But we'll see when we get him on Global. But a lot of people, when I first show them this team build, they question it because there's 3 UI signs on the team. But it works out because you have the STR one and the Int one on separate rotations, so they're never at risk of linking together or missing links. And then this guy's just a floating support, so as long as he's in slot 3 and then the other UIs are in slot 1, like you're always going to have links. And this whole team, very cohesive and links very well together, right? So of course the UI Gokus are not on slot 1, but they are in rotation number 2. So what we're going to do here is we are going to float 1 UI Goku off. We're going to keep the Int UI on this rotation, and this will be the off rotation. The next rotation I'm going to turn into my main rotation. So we'll just attack through here and kind of see what we get. This Int UI is still really great. I know like before transforming, he's maybe a little bit underwhelming, but the fact that he stacks defense, I think makes him very good. And his transformation, like it doesn't have a turn restriction on it. You just have to fall below 50%. And when he transforms, He's crazy good. He's really good. And the fact, what I love about what they did with Int UI is they keep the stacking after you transform. On a lot of transforming units that stack, they usually only stack in their pre-transform state. So the fact that he still stacks afterwards is actually really, really good. That's something that like the Tech Cal and Caulifla and the Tech Ultimate Gohan, like they don't stack after they transform. So you're typically with those units, it's like, why would I even transform? I would just rather have them stack in a long event, right? Okay, so this is the rotation we want. So I'm going to keep my, full level 10 Link's UI Goku in on this rotation. We're going to keep him linked up with the STR UI Goku. Okay, so once we actually grab orbs here, because they have a couple links they get on Super, you can see we're 6 out of 7 links. So we're only missing Shocking Speed. So this really is like the dream team rotation. My STR UI is actually full level 10 links as well, but he's just not he's not rainbowed. If I ever get him rainbowed, I will definitely throw out a video on him as well. So defensively, we're at 178k, which isn't crazy. But what makes AGL UI Goku so good, and who I still feel is one of the best units in the game, is his 70% chance to dodge. You can see he only dodged 1 out of the 2 there, but he does have a dodge that you can really, really count on, right? So he's really, really good in that way. Okay. All right, so there we go. First turn, pretty good. Looking pretty good there. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to keep Int UI on rotation. We're going to float the Master Roshi, and then eventually that other LR UI is going to swing around to this rotation here, and that's basically what we're going to keep as our rotation once we get there. All right, so TN will grab that, and then Physical Roshi will grab that. All right, Physical Roshi too, if he gets an attack off, we're going to see how impressive he is, but yeah, Physical Roshi, it's something I should just say in general right now, guys, is that Master Roshi's event and then the Physical UI Goku, like their events are out now and their EZAs, they're up right now when I'm recording this. Like during Christmas time, like you definitely should get them done and built if you haven't done them yet. They're very, very good free-to-play units. And like the fact that I'm using them on this team build, like I have like a ton, like almost every unit in the game, and these are free-to-play units that are like preferred units on my team. It's not like there's other units I could play that are better. It's like, this is the actual team build I want to use, and it has 3 free-to-play units on it. So Dokkan has done a really good job, just in general, of making free-to-play units like very good, very worthwhile, and very much worth using, where they weren't always like that. All right, so you can see we've already got the active skill ready to go. So it's a very easy active skill to trigger here. What we'll do is we'll put in STR in slot 1 just so we can get the linking off, and then we can build up STR's passive. STR I don't think is going to one-shot here. And then my AGL UI Goku, yeah, 200k defense. And remember, he does get a little bit on super as well, okay? Or after evading, sorry. After evading, he gets a 30% buff. So he can get a little bit more after evading. So STR, yeah, 4.5, and that's only with 1 dodge. I don't think he dodged last turn. I guess I wasn't paying attention to that, but like STR UI, like once he's fully built up on his dodges, he's hitting like 6-7 mil attack stats, and like mine isn't even rainbowed. So I love STR UI Goku. The bad part is that his dodge chance kind of goes down after a while. But there we go. AGL UI kind of swinging through again. I've kind of been talking through the attack stats, but you hopefully have been seeing them on the screen. I'll pay more attention to the attack stat next turn. And actually, let's look at the friend one. Yeah, the friend one is a Rainbow full level 10 links as well. So I guess here, we'll just do a big fat attack with him, and then we'll take note of the attack stat. Just to see how we're doing here. But yeah, this team build, let's get a dodge here, by the way. Yeah, 70%. Like, you can count on that. So, like, yeah, 5.6 mil. So he's, like, over 5 mil attack stats with 70% chance to dodge, while critting almost all the time, while dodging almost all the time. The thing with this unit is, like, yeah, attack-wise, he's definitely being power crept. There's units that are hitting, like, way harder than this guy. But with all the utility that this guy has, and something he has that is a ton of value that not a lot of units in the game have, is they're like a slot 1 Super Battle Road unit. Like, there's not many units you can say are a good slot 1 Super Battle Road unit. Most units need to build up or like super before they have decent amount of defense, right? But because like UI Goku can just dodge out of it, like, and it's a dodge you can count on, that's what makes him so good. So let's go ahead and attack here. And we're going to have almost a 24 key super. All right, so we're at 200k defense, roughly. Okay. Oh, and by the way, like, the other thing I like about this team build Here, we'll get the attack stat here. Yeah, 5.8. So he's up to almost 6 mil attack stat there when linked up with the STR UI. The thing you don't want to forget with this team build in general, too, is that you've got 3 revival units on here. So if you're doing really hard content, depending on your situation, odds are you're going to be on a turn. Because you've got AGL UI on every rotation, you have an opportunity for a revive mechanic there. Or if you're on a turn with Roshi on slot 3, he also has revive mechanic, and his activates a little bit easier than the UI Goku. So, I mean, this team can get you through some really hard content, because your only weak points in terms of defense is maybe like the Tien and Roshi, or like physical UI if he doesn't like build up enough or anything, or int UI before he builds up. But like the physical UI and the int UI, they stack defense, so like they're going to be good in longer events. Like, yeah, this team build is really good. So like, let's look at my int UI right now. So yeah, he's almost up to 300k defense already. He hasn't transformed or anything. He's just built that up. And so, like, if I'm taking on, say, like the Vegeta event when that comes out, this is a team I feel confident I could run in there and beat it fairly easily. Just because between the stacking defense, the dodging, the revive mechanic, I feel like it's a very easy team to get through. And plus, it's also a team that can help you with no item runs, just because you can bank on that revive mechanic to get you through at least once, right? Obviously, you can have turns where you're like full health to 0 and like AGL UI's revive wasn't active. Like, that definitely can happen. Or you could die more than once in the event. Like, that definitely can happen too. But I feel like this team is going to be a very, very good team. And let's say maybe like the Tien and Roshi is maybe getting you killed or something in a really hard event. You could throw something else on here, right? Just throw on a different reps of U7. Like, you could throw LR in Vegeta on here, right? Like, he's a good unit. Or just something else that's a little bit more defensive. That would be fine, right? Or, depending on the event, if it's something where, like, Tech Caulifla will auto-dodge, you can throw her on here even if she doesn't fit on the leader skill, right? Like, you could always use units like that, too, to help you cheese it a little bit. All right. So we got a pretty good look at him here. I don't really think he's going to get, like, his stats aren't really going to change. He's going to be pretty consistent the whole way through, right? So let's go ahead and use his active skill so we get that in the video here. But yeah, we're just not taking damage to revive, right? I think if we went all the way up through the int UI Gokus, yes, we definitely could take damage to revive and kind of get that off. But we'll just go through and probably end the video pretty quick here, because there isn't really too much else we need to show. Just the fact that, like, yeah, it's one shot there. We'll get another turn in with my UI. But the thing you got to pay attention to is, like, how often he's critting. Because when, like, we'll watch the friend unit here. We'll put the friend unit in slot 1. So we'll just take, and this won't even be, or yeah, this will be an 18 key super. And we're on STRUI, who can hit harder. I don't know, maybe we'll just do a couple more turns. I mean, we're flying through this so quick, right? So here's a 5 mil attack stat. But just watch how often we're critting here. So we'll see if we get the crit out. Okay, so we got the crit there. And then had he done additionals, they would have been guaranteed crits. So, like, building this guy with additionals is a very good idea. And here we're getting a bunch of dodges. Once again, that gave us a 30% defense stack. Didn't really help us because he's attacking after the fact. But if you get, you know, a dodge beforehand, you get a 30% defense buff just in case the dodging doesn't come through. Now on int UI, we're not going to be able to dodge, right? So that's where, like, units like the int UI are going to look a little bit better because they've been stacking defense this whole time. But AGL UI has enough defense that he's not just going to be like an insta kill, which is really nice. He definitely can get hit hard, like, for sure. But in events where you can dodge, like, he's like Super Battle Road, he's just like the king in there, right? Okay, so this turn here, yeah, we've just been consistent around 200k defense, right? So we'll go ahead and just attack through and see what this next attack set looks like. And we're going to get the Dokkan attack as well. So might as well take a big shot here. But I think just the fact that he has that active skill with the big Kamehameha super attack, that's part of what made the original LR Super Saiyan 4 so good. Was that, like, in an event like Super Battle Road, 5.69 attack stat, by the way, on a Dokkan attack here. Was if you're doing something like Super Battle Road, the thing that would always happen is the enemy would survive with just, like, a sliver of health. And then they would, like, super attack you in slot 1 on the next turn. Well, now with units like this, and look at us just decimating by Goku and, like, just, like, absolutely decimated in one shot there. So, yeah, maybe we'll take another turn and just see how he's looking against int UI now that he can't dodge, right? All right. And here's what we'll do. We don't have Revive active here. Tiana and Roshi could get us killed. I'm almost feeling like I need to use... Here's what we'll do. We'll go no items here. And if I die, we can just end the video. We've seen enough. But what I'm hoping is maybe Tiana and Roshi will just take some normals and kind of get beat up a little bit. And see if we get beat into revive mechanic range. Or maybe we'll see AGL UI here on the front take a super attack and we can kind of see how much damage he takes here. But if we die, we die. That's fine. This team does have a fair amount of health, though. Alright, this should be a guaranteed crit now on the additional. Yep, so guaranteed crit. So yeah, if you've been paying attention, this should also be a guaranteed crit. And Vegeta does the same thing, so having those built-in crits is just really awesome. Yeah, you just go full additional with this guy, let him go crazy with the crits. Okay, this is good. Let's see how much damage we take here now that we can't dodge. Let's see, are we a sitting duck or are we okay defensively? Okay, 220. It's, you know, it's a fair amount of damage, but, like, didn't insta-kill us. And then we should have revive mechanic. We might actually, I don't know, maybe we can get it off in the video. We'll see. I don't remember what the HP threshold is on it. I might have to look at that again. I don't remember if it was under 50%. We might have to enter the turn under 50, but I feel like it was maybe under 70. I know I just read the passive, too. Okay, oh yeah, we're taking plenty of damage there. We might just die. Okay, so let's see. Do we have revive? Yep, we've got revive mechanic. So you can see we have the icons up. Now here's the thing. I'm going to try and activate it. I don't know if it's going to prioritize doing Roshi's or if it's going to prioritize doing Goku's. So what we'll do is we'll put AGL UI in slot 1. Well, let's see. Actually, let's put STR in slot 1 because he's got less starter turn defense. We might just take damage from normals here. But yeah, let's see if we can get the revive mechanic off. That would be really nice if we could. Sure, we'll do that. I'm going to try not to heal here at all either because I just want to see if we can get that off. It might, like I said, I don't know how it's going to prioritize. If it's going to do Roshi, if it's going to do UI Goku's. We need to take a super attack though. If he doesn't, this is the bad part about revive is that, or like difficult events, I've talked about this before, but it's like to the point where like units take double digits from normals or like almost no damage, but then like super attacks can like flat out kill you, right? So like we're in a situation here where we have barely any health, but if we don't take a super attack, we might still survive this turn, even though we have like no health. Although we have UI Goku coming up on the next turn, which we should still have revive mechanics. So I think we're, yeah, okay. This should kill us now. So let's see if it's going to do Roshi's animation or if it's going to do Goku's. If not, we'll just say, hey, it's an extra look at Roshi's. Let's see what we got here. All right, what do we got? Ah, it did Roshi, of course. Of course it did Roshi. And who knows, we might not have been in range for UI Goku's. But yeah, here we go. Revive mechanic. Why not? Get in the video. Very nice. Very good. Very good. So anyways, UI Goku has this in his pocket too. But this is why Roshi's so good. Is because his revive mechanic is a lot easier to activate than the other ones. And then we just come back with some health here. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this AGL UI Goku. I still think he's one of the best units in the game. Like I said, with his dodging, his like 50% crit to guaranteed crit, his active skill, his revive mechanic, he just like, he literally does basically everything. The only spot he's a little bit vulnerable is when you can't dodge, but even then he's got the revive to fall back on, right? So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all in the next one.